What are the risks of doing your own immigration case? Hi, I'm attorney Megan Pastrana of Immigration for Couples, and my firm is dedicated exclusively to helping couples across the nation and across the world in navigating the U.S. immigration process. What are the risks of DIY immigration? I have a lot of couples, a lot of individuals on the weekly live chat that my firm hosts on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. On that weekly chat, I have individuals ask, do I have to have an immigration attorney? Is it safe to do the case on my own? And I always say, I'm always honest, is it possible to do your own immigration case? Absolutely. It's possible to do a lot of things on your own in your life, but the other side is that you can hire an expert to help you, guide you through the process and give you peace of mind. So one of the things that you need to ask yourself is, what do I want for my immigration experience? And what is my risk tolerance? And by that I mean, do you have the time, the capacity, the bandwidth to be able to teach yourself immigration and ensure that you're doing everything correctly? And how is that going to impact your emotional well-being and your health if you are worried and stressed and concerned about whether or not you're doing the process correctly? And by risk tolerance, I mean there is always a risk in doing your own immigration case. My firm, we focus exclusively on this niche area of immigration law. Immigration law is very nuanced, and by its very nature, it's a bureaucratic, complex process. It's a labyrinth, and there's a lot of pitfalls and a lot of areas where I see couples have issues or have the biggest mistakes that have the biggest impact. And so that's the risk of doing it on your own. I'd like to give you a few ideas of what I mean by risks and things that I see commonly happen. And the reason I'm making this video is because it breaks my heart when I see couples who have tried their own immigration case and then they find themselves in a really difficult circumstance by the time they get to my office. And so I want to help empower and educate you so you can make a decision on whether or not it makes sense for you to do it on your own or hire an expert to guide you through the process. So one of the common things I see happen for couples, one of the pitfalls that I see happen for couples who've done it on their own, is they don't fully understand the eligibility requirements and they file the wrong application, or they file an application and find out they need a waiver of forgiveness for an issue in the past. And so if you file the wrong application, it can take many, many months before you find out that immigration will let you know, or immigration will let you know, and you'll find out that you filed the wrong application. That means time lost and money lost. And in extreme circumstances, I've had individuals who've come to my office who have, for example, read online that you can come on a tourist visa and get married and file your adjustment, and it'll be safe if you do that after 90 days. And I have individuals who've come to me after their immigration interview, and immigration says, hey, you came on this tourist visa, you adjusted status, and you came with this intention, and that's against the law. And so now we have determined you've committed fraud and misrepresentation, and you have to file a waiver of forgiveness. So I've seen couples in that situation, and we've been able to help them successfully still get to the finish line. But that's a very stressful situation to be in. That costs more money and time, and of course, more stress. Other situations that I've seen where there are pitfalls is that the couple doesn't notice or realize that some of the evidence that they're submitting is contradictory. For example, letters of support that have different dates or misinformation, or text message screenshots that were submitted show information that is not helpful to the case, that harms the case. And they get to their interview for the fiance or spouse visa, and the consular officer has a lot of questions that they can't answer. And I've seen where couples come to me when they've received something called a notice of intent to revoke, that immigration, even though they initially approved that first petition, the immigration officer has concerns and doesn't believe that relationship is real. And a notice of intent to revoke is the consulate sending your file back to USCIS, the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services office in the United States, and saying, hey, we're denying this case. We don't believe the relationship is real. If that happens, that couple will have an uphill battle if they're wanting to still be able to be together if you're in love and you still want to be together, you're going to have an uphill battle with immigration, trying to prove to them that your relationship is real from a position of immigration already has doubts. So those are just a few scenarios that I see that couples will run into if they are doing their own case. And I hope this video provides you with education and information and empowerment so you can make the best decision about whether or not you want to do the case on your own or if you want to turn your case over to expert hands. Here at Immigration for Couples, we'd be more than happy to assist you and guide you in your immigration journey. If you'd like to learn more about the immigration process, we have tons of free resources on our website at immigrationforcouples.com, including a free resource guide.